Hey all, welcome back to the Fire and Water Cooking Channel. I'm Darren, and today we're going to do a walk around and go over this Hasty Bake Gourmet 257 stainless steel charcoal smoker grill oven. Pretty much, it's an awesome looking machine. I'm ready to get into this thing. I'll be right back. We'll do a complete walk around of this.
Smoking, grilling, getting hot and hotter, sous vide and chilling from fire and water.
Hey all, before we get started, I want to make sure you check out the HastyBake.com website. Hasty Bake's been around since 1948 and has been made in the USA for that long. It's the only grill company that can actually say they've been around since 1948 and continuously been made in the USA. Check out all the information you can find on there. Also, you can see all their different models that they offer, all the different accessories. But check it out. Hasty Bake is a great company, great grill, and I can't wait to show you the features of this particular grill that I got, the Gourmet 257 stainless steel. I'll be right back and we'll go it over. First of all, guys, I want to say how good looking this thing is. I really haven't had a lot of experience with Hasty Bake, and I really didn't know they existed until about 2 years ago when I saw a review on them on the AmazingRibs.com website. They're based out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, and they've been around since 1948, believe it or not. It's the longest American-made grill that's still in production today. It's even older than the Weber kettle, believe it or not. But for some reason, the cooker has never made it, too far out of Oklahoma. I mean, it's prevalent in Tulsa and Oklahoma City and some spots in Texas and around there, and you'll find them around the country, but just they're not as prevalent as, let's say, the Weber kettle or the PK grill or some other grills that started out as regional type grills. But I tell you what, this thing has some amazing features and it's really built to last. This particular one is the Gourmet 257, all stainless steel. It's really, everything's got a 10-year warranty on it at least, but I've heard of people that have these 25, 30, 40, 60 years and they still work great. They make different models of this. They make the Legacy, they make the Suburban, which are lesser expensive, smaller type units. Some of them are they're made with powder coated steel instead of stainless. I think the Legacy starts at right at $1,000 for the powder coated model, and the Suburbans I think are under I want to say 800 bucks, and they're just a little bit smaller as far as grill space goes. But so they have something for everybody pretty much. Most of them have the same features, except for one may have stainless instead of powder coated steel. One may have a little bit more cooking space, like this particular one over the this is the Gourmet over the Legacy. It has a little bit bigger cooking space area, and it's got a different type of hood. But as far as the other guts and internals of this grill, they pretty much all have the same features. They even have some mini portable type models that are getting really, really popular on the Steak Cook-Off Association competitions now because they work so well. So we're going to break it down. I want to show you one of the things that really intrigues me on the grill is this little crank here, and what this allows you to do is adjust your charcoal basket, and I'll show you in a minute how to adjust it. But it actually lets your charcoal basket go up and down, and as you can see, it's got the bottom says smoke, the middle says bake, and the top says sear. So what that does is let you lower and raise your charcoal basket to where you want it. If you want to sear a steak and you want the charcoal up as close as possible to the grate, you crank your crank till it gets as close as you want to the grate. If you want to smoke, you lower it down so that the charcoal is farther down in the cabinet from the grate. It also has a heat deflector, so you can use this as a smoker just as well as you can a grill. So it's a pretty awesome system, and I can't believe that this has been around since 1948, and I have never seen it before. Now you will see, nowadays you're starting to see some of the newer grills that are out there have this type of feature on them. Even some that are the cheaper models that are in Home Depot and Lowe's and Walmart, some of the cheap Chinese stuff that you can find on Alibaba, they're starting to have these adjustable charcoal pans instead of adjustable grates to make it a little bit easier to adjust your heat. So it's been out there with Hasty Bake since 1948, and now people are really starting to take notice and offer the same thing. You can check out the M grills. The M1 grill in particular is pretty much a clone of the Hasty Bake design, and it's a little bit more expensive, made with a little bit different materials. But if you take a look at the M1 grill, it's pretty much a knockoff of the Hasty Bake. Like I said, I really wish Hasty Bake marketed these a little bit better, because really not a lot of people know about them still. Some of the guys in the competition circuit know about them. A lot of the guys, like I said, up in the regional market of Oklahoma, northern Texas, Louisiana know about them. But really, they're just not very popular, but they are an awesome looking machine. Both of the units that AmazingRibs.com has reviewed, one is the Pro 357, which is their top of the line model, and this particular model that's in the it's actually the one that's in it's a dual metal. It's both powder coated and stainless. They've got platinum ratings, and a lot of it is due to the versatility of the cooker. Not only can you use the crank to lower and raise your charcoal grate, but it also has room on this particular model, not just one rotisserie. You can actually hook up 2 rotisseries on this if you wanted to, but it comes automatically with a spot in the hood for a rotisserie, so it's really easy to hook it up. This particular model, the Gourmet, has a glass top here. This is glass, it's not open. I've had some people ask me if that is actually open, but that is glass, so you can look inside of it. And of course, since it is glass, you're going to want to get that clean. You can clean it really easy with degreaser or oven cleaner or what have you. This is brand new. It hasn't even had any charcoal in this thing yet, but I'm going to do that today. So I just did want to do a walk around and just tell you what this comes with. So out of the box, this particular model comes with that front shelf you see there, and it just slides right on the top. If you look at my unboxing video, I show you how that just slides right on there, really easy. It comes with the side shelf, and that's a handle pretty much so you can move it around because you see where the wheels are located. So you can also have that as a little side table. It comes with the stainless steel top rack, stainless steel grates, and I'm going to show you how the grease system works and all that. So I'll be right back. I'm going to get a little bit closer up, show you how this thing works. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm going to show you how this is set up here on the firebox door here. So one of the things you have here, this is your vents. You'll notice that this is a ventless hood. This little thing here that's up here is actually for the rotisserie, for the bottom one if you wanted a bottom rotisserie, and this one, there's another one up here in the hood for the rotisserie, but there's no vents in the hood itself. You got your bottom vents here in the door, and you can open them as wide or as little as you want to adjust your smoke or in your heat. But I want to get down on the ground here and kind of walk you through this. So I might not be able to get back up, but as you can see here in the door itself, I'll turn you a little bit. You can see in the door it's got your vents here with that little vent door. Your charcoal box is right here, and it hovers over the ash pan. They recommend that you put foil in the bottom of your ash pan to make it last longer and easier cleanup, which I did that, and I think I will do that from now on. Just saved me a little bit of cleanup problems. But if you can see where your is your heat deflector. And what you do is you set your fire under the heat deflector here if we're going to do a low and slow smoke. But if you don't need it on, you can actually store it right in the bottom here. It's got plenty of space down there for storage. Your ash pan, stays here, but it slides in and out. Your charcoal basket has a nice stainless steel grate there at the bottom where your ash falls through. And like I said, this is sitting on that adjustable arm that goes up and down to get it, make it go up, closer to the fire. This slides right in all the way. Pull it all the way out. You can remove the bottom grate if you want to as well, but you can pull it out to load your charcoal up, put it on in. And normally what you do to start it is you put your fire starter right in the ashtray and put it right, the fire starter right underneath where your charcoal is, and just let it go, light it right away. You can also use a charcoal chimney and just dump it into the charcoal basket. Also, you can use a grill gun if you wanted to. You could light it from the top or from the bottom down here with your grill gun. And I'm going to try to light it a couple different ways. I think tonight I'm going to make some, just sear up some sous vide steaks on this. So I'm going to try to get a nice hot, fast fire in it and then just do some searing. So we'll see how that goes tonight. But like I said, pretty simple. It does have the storage space on the bottom, so you can put other stuff down here if you wanted to. Your wood, if you wanted to put any kind of utensils or anything else, or rib rack, stuff like that would fit down underneath here. Just remember, it's going to get hot once this fire gets going. It's going to get hot, and then whatever is in here is going to have to be able to withstand heat. So you don't want to store, wood chunks or lighters or anything else down here. Anything that's plastic, anything that's going to melt, but rib rack, stuff like that should be able to be fine down in here. So that's pretty much it. Like I said, this adjustable rack here for your charcoal basket, that seems to work really well. Very little issues. I've had people tell me that they've had theirs for 15-20 years and not had to fix it. But one of the things with Hasty Bake is they actually make parts for Hasty Bakes that have been built since 1948. So a lot of the parts on the original Hasty Bakes they still have in stock, and they make them here in the US. So it's not hard to get something if you need it to be, something breaks, something needs to be fixed. These do, like I said, have a 10-year warranty on them already, but if it's 20 years down the road and your charcoal basket adjuster somehow messes up, you can get the parts, and they screw right in, screw right out. Everything on here is very simple to put in and take out and change out, so it's not very complicated at all, but it's a really good design. I'm going to go ahead and show you again like the vent system. One of the things with the vent system is it's the vent holes are kind of lined up with where the charcoal basket would be at the lowest setting for smoke. So it's really going to try to be right here by just above the ash basket. If you can see right here, this is where your vent holes are going to be, and what that's going to do is all the air is going to go right underneath the charcoal basket. If you're going to, and you can set up these to run a temp controller, and what some people do is they will use these holes here in the vent, and they'll put some kind of plumbing, a copper or a stainless steel tube in one of these holes and try to run the temp controller. But what a lot of other people do is they'll actually drill a hole here right next to it or close by it. For a Barbecue Guru has a bulkhead adapter, and that's what I'm actually going to do. And I will do a video of me installing the Barbecue Guru Ultra Q on this particular unit when it comes in. So I'm going to actually install it right here, right next to where these holes are, so that I know that it's lined up either on this side or on this side, so I know that it's lined up with the charcoal basket to get right underneath it to be able to control the temp on this. So that's it. One of the things I want to talk about the vent system again, though, is the vents on the bottom are right here, right underneath where the charcoal or the ash pan is, or right where the ash pan is, so that the air can go right underneath the fire. Now the vents on the other side are actually not in the hood. They're on the other side of the grill, towards the top, like right on this section, and I'm going to go ahead and show you those now. But other than that, this is the, like I said, the fire door with your access to your ash basket, charcoal basket, and your heat deflector. So it's pretty thick. It's not double paned, so it's not heavily insulated, but being in Florida, I really don't need it to be. It is going to keep the smoke in the air inside the unit. If you need to put some felt gasket in there, you got to get the thinner felt gasket. You can't get the really thick stuff. You'd have to get some really thick felt gasket, because it locks up pretty tight to the unit itself. So you really don't need to tighten up any of the seals on this. Okay, all right, well, let's get on the other side and see what that has to offer us. All right, guys, so let's take a look at this side of the grill. And like I was telling you, this little stainless steel shelf that attaches to your handle here just pops right off. You can remove it really easy. And there is your grease removal system. You see where the grease rod comes out, and it gets right into your, sorry, it rained a little bit here earlier. It goes right into your grease container there. This here, where this comes out, is part of your vent system. So it actually, this will come out in the middle hole of your vent system for the top part here. So you see, you can open all these up to have really high airflow for searing. You can close most of them down for smoking. If you were going to smoke it, you could just close these up all the way and just have the one that the grease rod comes out of to have a nice even smoke. And one of the things that does is, in the cooking chamber, it gives you a lot more, to not have a vent in the hood, it gives you a lot more convection type cooking, just like your Kamado type grills and any type of convection type cooker. Your smoke and heat is going to come up from the bottom, from the other side of the grill where those vents are. That's where your air is coming in, and it's going to push the heat and the smoke up into the hood. That's going to connect with the food more. So, and it's going to move around in the top of the hood, and then it's going to come out these vents down here. So you're going to get a lot of convection and a lot of smoke up here in your cooking chamber. So, like I said, this design has been around since 1948, and it really hasn't changed. So it's a really ingenious venting method that really works really well, from what I hear. So we're going to put it to test, of course. But I've heard nothing but good things about the Hasty Bakes as far as the food that comes off. Like I said, both the models that have been reviewed on Amazing Ribs get platinum reviews. Meathead loves them because of the versatility. I love versatile cookers. That's why I like Kamado cookers. That's why I like the Camp Chef pellet grills, because of the versatility. That's why I like the PK grill, because of the versatility. So this here is just another charcoal grill with a lot of versatility that I'm really excited about using. That lever system, the adjustable charcoal grate is something I'm really looking forward to putting to the test. The different types of cooks that I can do on this, from the searing to baking to grilling to smoking, baking bread, all that kind of stuff can be done on this particular cooker as well. So, like I said, this here is for your rotisserie, your other side for your rotisserie. So this is your hole for your spit rod, and your motor would attach right here, and that closes up, so it's not really a vent. This pops right back on when you're done adjusting your vents. And that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, it's 100% stainless steel. It's I'm really looking forward to playing around with this. So I'll be right back. All right, guys. I hope you got an idea of what I'm looking at with this Hasty Bake and why I'm really excited about it, like I said, check them out. You can check out hastybake.com, check them out on Amazon, check out their reviews. They've been around since 1948. This design is proven. I'm really excited. Tell your friends about them. Like I said, this particular grill runs about $2,300, but it's 100% stainless steel, made in America. It's going to last at least 30 years, no doubt. And I can replace parts if I need to, and it does everything. So really, this can be the one cooker you have in your backyard that can do everything you want it to, and it's going to last you a long time, and probably even last you longer than a Big Green Egg or other ceramic grills or Kamados, because you don't have that worry of them cracking or breaking or anything like that if you try to move it. It's really light. I think it's only like 180 pounds. So it's really easy to move around. It's not a portable grill by any means. They do make portable size grills with a similar design, so check them out. I can't wait to do some cooks on this and show you what this particular grill can do. Like, subscribe, share, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, follow me on the Fire and Water Cooking Podcast. I'm going to have the Vice President of Marketing on, Nick Parsons is going to be on for Hasty Bake on my podcast soon, so check out that episode, and you can hear a little bit more about the history of Hasty Bake, where the design came from, where they're going. Like I said, I just can't believe I hadn't heard of them, and really they haven't been, they're not out there as much as some of the other grills that are much less quality and much less versatile than what this can do. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.